it's a new year, and with new year comes new goals and new resolutions that people are making. But often those resolutions tend to go to the wayside. Many people end up quitting those goals or quitting the pursuit of those resolutions by the end of January or by the middle of February or sometime throughout the year. So how do we set these goals to be realistic with ourselves? How do we work to achieve those goals and maintain those resolutions to make 2024 the biggest and best year we have ever had? Joining us to talk about those strategies is Stacie René, a motivational strategy speaker and mindset life coach at The Positive Shift. Stacie, thanks for being with us.
Thank you for having me, and I'm thrilled to help everyone get started with their new goals or resolutions. And here's the thing. Everybody says, oh, I'm going to do this in a year and I'm going to do this in 5 years or 10 years. But the reality is you have to do things in arm's length. Most important. So if you are not so good at successfully hitting your goals, then choose, how about 3 months? Why don't you start 3 months? In 3 months, I'm going to accomplish this, this, and this. And of course, starting in 2024, people always want to be better financially. They want to get in better health and better shape. And I think that's amazing because we all need to have that. But start small. Start 3 months. Say, okay, you know what? I'm going to go to the gym maybe 2 days a week this week because that's achievable. You can do that, and that's a good thing. And then start, you know what? I'm going to start eating a little bit healthier, and don't do it all at once. Just try and navigate a little bit here, a little bit there, and then that way you can successfully start to achieve them a little bit easier. And then once you hit your 3-month mark, you can say, okay, in 6 months I can do this. And if you're on a struggle bus, especially if you're going to the gym or eating healthier, well then guess what? You can say, okay, I've got 1 month down. I can do another month. I can definitely do another month, and that'll help you start to achieve your goals a little bit easier.
And how important is it, especially in those early months, to not only evaluate where you're at in achieving these goals or in those micro goals that go into the macro, but to also reassess maybe the realism of those goals or your ability to achieve them in a certain period of time. How often should we be reassessing those or redesigning them to be realistic with ourselves, not let ourselves off the hook, but also give ourselves the space to make that growth and not ultimately have that be something that I think what often comes into play with these goals and resolutions, people have these big ideas, and when they don't achieve them in a short period of time, they end up going to the wayside.
Mm-hmm. And, if you fall off the wagon on something, don't say, oh, I'm going to start back tomorrow and ruin the rest of your day. Start right at that point. Okay, you know what? There's been times where I've all of a sudden, I'm like, ooh, I'm going to start eating healthier. And next thing you know, I'm shoving a cookie or something in my mouth, like chocolate or something delicious. And I'm like, oh, mid-mouth, I'm like, I'm not supposed to be eating this. And then I'm like, okay, you know what? I enjoyed it and I embrace it. I'm like, you know what? That's okay. That was my little cheat. And now I'm just going to continue to do the right thing and maybe drink a little bit more water. But here's the big thing. When you set your goals, you have to see how much are you enjoying the process of setting your goal. Because here's the thing. You have to enjoy what you're doing and be in the right mindset to actually achieve your goal. You can't just say, you know what, I'm just going to go out and lose 10 pounds, or I'm just going to go ahead and start doing something different in my daily routine. You have to be in the right mindset. When you wake up in the morning, are you starting your day off the right way? Or in setting your intentions for the day? Or you just say, you can't just expect things to happen. That is so important. And if you're training for a marathon, right, if you're going to go out and start running, you can't go out and just all of a sudden run 10 miles or go out and run a marathon. It takes practice. It takes a mind shift to get you in the right place. But the process is also important because something could always happen on the process to getting to the marathon. And I just use that because a lot of people can understand that it takes a lot of dedication and time to be able to accomplish something like that. And what happens if something you injure yourself? Okay, well, look at your accomplishments that you did. You started from not running, maybe a mile to all of a sudden running 13 miles to maybe running your 18 miler. So you have to enjoy the process of what you're doing because you want to make your life happier. That's why you're setting these goals. You're trying to change your everyday life to be happier, to be more um, achievable within your own self, not for other people. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense. And it seems like what you're saying is before you're setting
Hmm.
those goals, you need to set how you're going to approach those goals or approach evaluating what you want to change, what you want to improve on going forward. And so once you've gotten to
Right.
that point and it's at the point where you're setting a goal or where you're kind of divvying up what this goal or what this resolution means step by step, what process should you be taking to set yourself up for success in dividing up those goals and setting those benchmarks and setting that timeline? Should it be you set a bunch of small goals and you try to achieve them in a week or in 2 weeks or in 3 weeks to build up to that big goal? Or should you also be, dividing that up along even longer times than necessarily just 2024?
Absolutely. And and outside of just setting the goals, you have to write your accomplishments down because you don't realize how far you've come because just because you haven't hit the goal that you exactly wanted, you know, did you lose the 5 pounds, the 10 pounds that you wanted to? Did you go to the gym more than you ever had before? Those are accomplishments. Did you get up and start your day and start it off positive, or did you catch yourself in the middle of eating an extra snack that you shouldn't have maybe wanted to eat or put into your body? So you know what? But I went a whole 2 weeks without falling off the wagon. Those are accomplishments. We don't give ourselves enough credit because we're always comparing ourselves to everybody else. We see what everybody else has, what they've done, what they've accomplished. And you know what? Think about your own journey. Other people's journeys is not yours, and how they accomplish it is not going to be your journey. And if you don't take your own self evaluation, then you're not going to get as farther in life and farther in your goals and farther in your resolutions or whatever you want to do without being your own person and having that success. And that says a lot about yourself. And you know, you gotta be strong for yourself. And the other big tip that I'd like to give you is make a video. You know what? I set this goal in January 2024, and I see myself in 3 months. I see myself weighing maybe this much, and I'm so excited and grateful. And set yourself motivational videos. I mean, listen, everybody likes technology. Everybody likes social media. They like to see videos. So do one for yourself because when you visualize and you see that, you're setting yourself up for the future. You're setting yourself some good. And what happens with that is you're setting positive affirmations to yourself, and you've got motivation that is put into action. You're priming yourself and setting yourself up for success and not failure. So that's the cool thing about doing the videos. And you're making that emotional connection. And what happens is when you make that emotional connections, because that's what we're tied to a lot when setting our goals and our accomplishments, is you get influenced by the cognitive process that happens within inside your brain. And I think that's something also that's really important to think about when you do your goals and the videos and setting yourself up for success.
Stacie René joins us, a motivational strategy speaker and mindset life coach with The Positive Shift. You can join her on her website for more
Mhm.
information and info on services and how she can help you along your journey in 2024. PositiveShiftAhead.com is the website for more information. Stacie, you had mentioned starting off your day the right way. Those positive affirmations, getting your mind ready for a positive day so you can achieve those goals throughout your day that lead into that week, that month, and throughout the year to achieve your resolutions and your goals. So whether you've had a successful day achieving your goals or you've had one of those couple of
Mhm.
days or in a couple of hours or missteps along the way, how do you do that, getting up, starting that day right to put yourself in that correct mindset?
Number one thing, don't grab your smartphone. Don't look on social media because listen, if you were still sleeping, you wouldn't be able to look at it anyway. Start your day off right before you even touch your phone and get up. What's the first thing you do is you get up and you go to the bathroom. generally, and then you brush your teeth. So when you're brushing your teeth, look in the mirror and think, oh my gosh, look at you. You're a successful, badass, whatever you want to say. Because who's judging you at that point? If you're judging yourself, then we've got a big process that we need to talk about for doing some life coaching, because you shouldn't judge yourself. And the more you feel it and you put the words out there, I'm having a magnificent day, all goodness is coming my way, and I'm so excited how successful my day has already been. I got up because, listen, a lot of people can't just jump out of bed and put their feet down and go to the bathroom and brush their teeth. A lot of people, they need help getting up. They can't get up and get out of bed. They can't see, they can't hear, they can't walk. So you know what? Your success has already started because you can get up out of bed. So that's what I'm saying about, look at what you have that you should be grateful for. You woke up, you're 6 feet up, you're not 6 feet down, and you have to be happy. You have to take control of your own self and say, you know what? I'm having a good day, and everything's not going to be sunshine and roses. We all know that. But the more that you feel that, the more that you believe that, the more that you put that out there, because the universe or whatever we have going on with whatever your belief systems are is what you're putting out there. If you're having a crappy day and you're feeling and you woke up that way, well, then guess what? You're telling the universe that you want more crap to come your way. And let's be honest, I'm very raw and very honest. If you get up and you say, hey, I'm going to have a great day. I'm already having a good day. I woke up and I can do all these things, and write your goals down, write your successes down that you want to accomplish for the day, because it's easier to just say it. But if you have a piece of paper and it says right here to write your accomplishments down, write your goals down, I can tell you, you will achieve it faster. And when you see that paper, whether it's in your car, whether it's on your phone, put something motivational there. Listen, we have access right to everything that you want at your fingertips. How you utilize it, how you put it into action is on you, but you have to do it because no one else is going to do it for you. Just like you're going to brush your own teeth. You're going to do everything else that you need to do. And if you need something to do, make your bed the moment you wake up. And if you think that's not that important, well, let me tell you, it is. Because if you're having a really rough day, you're feeling like you're worthless, you're feeling like you didn't accomplish anything, go into your bedroom and you can see at the end of the day, you did. And see, that's what I'm saying is you have to appreciate the small little things that you have accomplished. You made your bed for the day. Most people didn't. And you can crawl into that bed and then set your intentions for the next day. Don't go to bed and just fall asleep and say, oh my gosh, I didn't do this. I should have done this. I wish I would have accomplished this. No. You know what? Today is over with. You're setting your intentions for the next day. You're like, I am so excited for tomorrow. I am so excited that I'm going to wake up feeling refreshed. I'm feeling to feel good, and go to bed thinking of all the good things that are going to happen tomorrow, not the woulda, shoulda, coulda, because that's in the past. You can't change that. But what you can do is change your tomorrow and what you're going to do for tomorrow.
She's your friend. She's your advocate. She's right here in our local community. Stacie René with us, a motivational strategy speaker and mindset life coach. You can get in contact with her for even more consultation and information on her website, positiveshiftahead.com. Stacie, thank you so much for being with us today.
My pleasure. Thank you.